Have you ever wondered what it would take to create an entirely new universe? Not just imagine one, but actually bring it into existence. Sounds impossible, right? Well, according to ancient Indian texts, one man didn't just wonder, he did it. This is the story of Sage Vishwamitra, a figure so powerful, so determined, that he dared to challenge the gods themselves. Why would anyone take on such an audacious feat? The answer is a mix of pride, drama, and a quest for ultimate wisdom. Stick around, because this is a tale unlike anything you've heard before. Picture this, ancient India, a time when gods walked among humans, and the line between possible and impossible was, well, let's just say, very blurry. Our story begins not with a sage, but a king. Vishwamitra wasn't just any king. He was one of the most powerful rulers of his time. But his path took a dramatic turn when he crossed paths with someone who made him question everything he thought he knew. After a victorious hunt, King Vishwamitra arrived at the Hermitage of Sage Vashishtha. Now Vashishtha wasn't just any sage. He was the spiritual guru of the gods themselves. But what really caught Vishwamitra's eye wasn't the sage. It was a cow. Not just any cow. This was Nandini, a divine being who could fulfill any desire. One cow, endless food, endless wealth, endless everything. For a king used to having it all, this was a must-have. So naturally, Vishwamitra did what any king would do. He offered Vashishtha his entire kingdom in exchange. But Vashishtha refused. "She's not mine to give," he said. "She belongs to the gods." Now most people would take the L and move on, but not Vishwamitra. Oh no. He decided if he couldn't have Nandini, he'd take her by force. What followed was like the ancient Indian version of a superhero showdown. Vishwamitra unleashed his entire army, but Vashishtha, with nothing but a wooden staff, single-handedly defeated them all. One man against an entire army, and the army lost. Humiliated, Vishwamitra had a revelation. Spiritual power was greater than any earthly might. But instead of becoming Vashishtha's student, oh no, Vishwamitra chose a different path. He renounced his kingdom, went to the forest, and began the most intense spiritual practices imaginable. Decades turned into centuries as he pushed himself beyond the limits of human endurance. His goal? To surpass Vashishtha in every way, and he succeeded. Vishwamitra gained powers beyond comprehension. He could move mountains, create weapons, even challenge the gods themselves. But despite all this, he still couldn't match Vashishtha's spiritual status. That's when Vishwamitra had a mind-blowing idea. If the universe itself, with its rules and hierarchies, was holding him back, why not create a new one? And so, he did the unthinkable. He created a parallel universe. To do this, Vishwamitra had to master the very fabric of existence. He had to understand how space and time worked, how consciousness emerged, how cause and effect intertwined. He became not just a sage, but a cosmic architect. But here's the twist. Vishwamitra's new universe wasn't just a copy of our own. It was his vision of something better, a world where spiritual merit determined status, not birth or hierarchy. And yet, after creating this incredible parallel universe, Vishwamitra didn't stay there as its ruler. He returned. He reconciled with Vashishtha, and in doing so, he realized that his journey wasn't about power, it was about wisdom. Creating a universe had taught him the most profound truth of all. The universe, any universe, isn't about domination. It's about growth, understanding, and the journey from ignorance to enlightenment. But here's a thought to leave you with. What if Vishwamitra's parallel universe still exists? What if the multiple dimensions hinted at by modern physics are actually connected to his creation? And what if, somewhere in that universe, another version of this story is being told? Slightly differently? If this story blew your mind, make sure to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. If you could create a parallel universe, what would it look like? Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and maybe, just maybe, you'll uncover the next great cosmic mystery.